talk a lot about spirituality, metaphysical concepts, anything and everything to help us connect to our intuition and our deepest heart's desire to come back to the wisdom within. Today I am out at this beautiful park enjoying the sun and all the goodness that comes from being outdoors. So here's the thing about trying to relax, and when you've been in a freeze alert mode for so long, like I have been these last few months, I think, since I've been so disconnected in that sense. I don't even know how long I've been on a hyper freeze state. What I'm talking about when I say freeze state is the state in which we go into survival. Body is basically looking out for fear all around us, and then it starts to um, show us through symptoms, and it could be any range of symptoms. But these are all stem from the same thing, which is an overstimulated nervous system, which right now is a big topic and a lot of people are talking about. But when you try to calm down this system, it just doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen right away. And it takes time to get the system settled again. And what I've realized is that this is not only to, what I've done in the past is I'll regulate my system and then I'll go back into survival, go back into my normal old ways of being. And then so it's this constant loop of fixing and then going back into that state of always having something to do, being super active and feeling overwhelmed, and then having to reset. That's the cycle that I've been on for a few years. A lot of this is a mental game. What it takes is just a building of safety within our bodies to reconnect, to do this work. And when you have been in this state for so long that it takes time, and it could take quite a bit of time is what I'm realizing. It's not just a quick fix and you're off, go back to the old way of being. This is really a lifestyle of maintaining this connection with your body, yourself, your intuition, and then living your life from that place. So what I wanted to say is today I came out here to the park, just enjoy being outdoors. And a lot of us, this is what we need to do, is get out of the house, even if it's just to sit in a park bench, just to connect with nature, but really mostly to settle your system, mostly to connect with yourself, and mostly to bring that state down from this hyper fixated. Things like coming to the park, going outdoors, getting out of the house is absolutely crucial, guys. Getting out of the house is crucial to regulating our system in all seasons: fall, winter, summer, spring, all seasons, as much as we can. Obviously it rains sometimes and it's harder to do other times than others, but what that also does is like it allows us to appreciate each season for what it is and not wishing it was somewhere else, not wishing things were different, and just accepting things as they are. So yeah, I came to the park. I was very tired, and I realized that what I needed to do was actually just sit down, enjoy. I finished an apple. For some reason, enjoying an apple and just relaxing here, it was super relaxing. It's funny because these two guys were walking, and one of them looks at me and he's like, "That looks pretty relaxing," and I was just like, you know what? It actually is, because I was just here and I was being present and I was just being. I was just being. I wasn't trying to be somewhere else. I was just being with what is. It's a difficult journey because you're going to come up against the old patterns. You're going to come up against the old way of being, and they're going to challenge you. This more peaceful side of you, this part of you that wants to be more calm and relaxed, versus the old you that has been a part of you for much, much longer, will usually have the strongest grip. So that's why I'm saying that it does take time, possibly a few years, to actually regulate, rather than just 6 months, 90-day quick fix. I think this is a long-term game, and that's what I'm realizing. Kind of doing these quick fixes, and then just like, okay, well, I'm good to go, and then I'm off to travel. I'm not realizing that I'm really not good to go, and I'm just sort of escaping in some way. And I'm tired of doing that. And what I wish to honor now is this heart path of being honest, and regulating my system, and sitting with the discomfort, because it's gonna be uncomfortable, since we've dragged this old self for so long, and now we're training it to be a new way. The old part of you is gonna constantly fight. However, it is very doable as long as you sit with it, and you make this way of being your new way of being, not just a quick fix to, okay, now I'm going to go back to my old life now that everything is fixed, and now that I feel better, which is the chronic pattern that I've been in for a few years. And I realized that it's in the discomfort that a lot of our healing actually happens. And to maintain this level of awareness requires patience from us to us. So we have to be patient with ourselves, because this is a long journey to untrain the dysregulated parts of you and to retrain the more regulated part of you. It's going to take time. It's going to take your effort, but I think it's going to be worth it. So yeah, a lot of shifts happening. And what happens also is that the more that you do this work, the more that you realize what's actually not good for you, and how you've actually been causing yourself harm in some ways. The more that um, you sit and just get to know yourself a little bit more. And so yeah, that's my message today, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will be making more and more videos. Stay tuned to Tati Living. Blessings. Bye for now.